What's up guys, Mike your marketing techie here to talk to you today about pods. No, not those pods, Instagram pods or Instapods, which you may have heard are becoming all of the craze now that Instagram has decided that it doesn't want to show us posts in a chronological order, but instead wants to guess which ones are more popular and more relevant and more interesting to you, and then only show you those. So chances are you may have heard or seen the Instagram pods or Instapods or IG pods buzzword going around the interwebs the past couple of weeks. However, most people seem to be pretty confused by what this Instagram pod thing actually is and how it works. So, I wanted to go ahead and put together this brief video and cover 3 very simple things for you guys. 1. What actually are Instagram pods? 2. How do they work? And 3. How do you go off and find an Instagram pod to join? Now, before we get any deeper with things, I want to go ahead and state that this is going to be an informational video only. And what that means is I'm not going to go ahead and tell you my personal opinion on Instagram pods or explain to you my own experience or tell you whether I think that they work or they don't work. What I do want is for all of you to watch the video, understand what Instagram pods are, and then go out there and try them for yourselves. They're going to work differently for everybody, so I don't want to give you any opinions initially. I will, however, make a follow-up video that will give you my opinion and explain to you the experiences that I've had using Instagram pods. And when that video is ready for you guys, I'll link to it down in the description below. That said, let's get into it. What are Instagram pods and how do they work? Instagram pods are essentially group chats. Group chats between a collection of like-minded individuals that all work together in order to grow their online presence. They follow each other's profiles, they like each other's pictures, and they comment on each other's posts. See, one of the biggest ranking factors that Instagram is currently using for the new newsfeed algorithm is comments. And this is exactly where your Instagram pod comes in, giving you a network of people who are going to like and comment on all of your posts in order to help increase the amount of people that your posts are reaching. In order to make Instagram think that this is a very unique and very interesting post and that it should be shown to more people. So how does an Instagram pod generally work? Each Instagram pod is going to go off and have its own set of rules and requirements. However, there's kind of a set of basic rules that most of the Instagram pods out there are going to go ahead and follow. First thing, you're going to have to follow all the members of the Instagram pod group. Second, you're going to have to meet some requirements for the likes and comments that you leave within a week. So some Instagram groups might require that you like and comment on every single photo that's shared into that group. Some might require that you comment on 3, 4, or 5 of those a week. Check with the rule set in the group that you go ahead and join. But there is going to be some requirement that you're going to have to fulfill, because the only way that an Instagram pod can truly be successful and work is if all of the members within that Instagram pod take it seriously. Lastly, there's going to be a requirement on how long the comments that you leave on a post are. And that's because Instagram will generally not even factor in 1-word or 2-word or even sometimes 3-word comments, and often factors them in as spam. As such, it's very important that your comments that you leave seem real and adhere to whatever the minimum is that is set for that group. And it might be 4 words, it might be 5 words, but make sure that you stick to that. Now again, these are fairly generic rules, and each and every single Instagram pod that's out there is going to have their own variation of them. So make sure that whatever group you go ahead and join, you check with their rules and don't just follow mine because you may not be in one of my Instagram pods. How do you find an Instapod to join? Finding an Instapod to join is, in my opinion, half of the fun of Instapods. It gives you a chance to get out there and find like-minded individuals and try to connect with them and network with them and meet new people, and I think that's great. Start your search by going off to Twitter and Instagram and running a search for hashtag InstagramPod, hashtag Instapod, hashtag IGPod. And you're going to go ahead and find a series of tweets and a series of posts by a collection of different people that are all looking for different individuals to join their Instagram groups. Their Instagram pods. Most of the search results that you're going to go ahead and find, they're going to also feature a hashtag that explains what category that Instapod falls into. And it might be a fashion-related Instapod or a business-related Instapod or an Instapod for foodies or something like that. Make sure that you pick an Instapod that's relevant to the page that you have and the pages that you're going to go ahead and promote. If you are a techie blogger, for example, there's no reason to join an Instapod for fashion, because those people aren't going to be able to leave relevant comments, and it's just going to be a hassle for them. Chances are you'll get booted out of that group anyway. Find one where the people are actually interested in the topics that you're posting onto your Instagram. When you finally settle down through your search results and find a couple of different groups that seem interesting, go ahead and shoot a message out to the people that are recruiting for those groups. Send them over your Instagram username that you want to be a part of it and see if they approve you. If they do approve you, you're going to be automatically added into a group chat conversation that you're going to be able to find in your direct messages over on Instagram. Now, be prepared. You're going to have a ton of notifications if you do not turn the notifications for that group off. However, if you do go ahead and turn notifications off, make sure you remember to check that group on a daily basis, because you don't want to leave people hanging, and you want to make sure that you also don't get booted out of that group for seeming like an inactive member. And that's it. You're now ready for your Instagram pod life to begin. Go out there, search for them, find them, join them, participate in them, and let me know in the comments down below what your end results are. As always, any questions, guys, I'm here to answer them. Leave them down in the comment section or use any one of my contact methods listed down in the description. Reach out to me and I will be more than happy to help out. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We'll see you soon.